Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now this is going to be my review of all the Harry Potter books. I'm not doing the movies, I'm just doing the actual Harry Potter books. So yeah, I'm just going to dive straight into the video. Now, the first Harry Potter book, I have all the original hardback versions of Harry Potter, and I also have the illustrated edition of Harry Potter, but I'm going to be using, I will show you the illustrated edition as well. Right, so this is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So this is the original, the original book from when it first came out, which was in 1997. So that's when this first book came out. Now the illustrated edition, which is this one. Now the reason I have the illustrated edition, even though I have the hardback of Harry Potter, is because I really wanted to see how they did Peeves, because Peeves isn't in any of the movies, so I really was interested to see how they drew him. I don't know if I can find a picture of Peeves. Probably not. Just see if I can find it. Is that here? Yeah, there he is. That is Peeves the Poltergeist, and that is, that's why I really wanted to get this book, just so I could see how they imagined all the characters and all the and creatures and the ghosts from Harry Potter that don't appear in any of the movies. So I'm just going to start off with this book. Now, I started reading this, went late into my 30s. I think I got my first Harry Potter. But this is, like I said, the first book, and it does really set up the whole series of the whole Harry Potter series. Now, it's not my favourite Harry Potter book, but I will give this one a 7 out of 10, as it sets up all the characters, all the professors, all the creatures of Harry Potter in this first book. Now the next book I'm going to show you, obviously, is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Again, this is like I say, I have all the original hardbacks. Even though they're not first edition, I have the original hardbacks. So there's Harry, Ron, and Hedwig in the Quadrangular. And then Hogwarts at the back. I didn't show you the back of this one. This one's got Professor Dumbledore. Now I also have the illustrated edition of Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets. I don't know what I can show you. I probably could show you. Yeah, this is the Burrow. How this illustrator imagined it. That's the illustrated edition. It's got like with the book, but the the little book, you've got a bit more detail because there's the Burrow, and there's Fred, George, Ron, and Harry in the car. Same as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 because it sets up how dark and how prepared Voldemort is going to get Harry. And it also this book also introduces Harry to Draco's dad, Lucius Malfoy. Now, the next book is sorry about that, just moving everything out of the way. Right, the next book is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. And there's Harry, Hermione and Buckbeak. And on the back it's got Cyrus and the dog. Now this is probably my second favourite Harry Potter book. Mainly because the plot twist at the end. You think this book makes you think Cyrus is really a bad guy, and then at the plot twist at the end, it turns out not such like that. And it also has the night busing, and it's one of my probably my second favourite book. Now the illustrated edition, I do have the illustrated edition right here, has the night bus on it, which is a big purple bus. And I also have the little Lego set of the night bus. And like with the others, the detail of the drawings in this book are amazing. If you ever want me to do like a look through these illustrated editions, I will be happy to do that. This book I would probably say is a good 9 out of 10 because we're starting to know all the characters. We're starting to get a feel for their personalities, and we're starting to get to know a little bit more about Hogwarts and Harry's past. So yeah, I really love this book. Well, it's probably my second favourite book. Now, the next one is probably one of my favourite Harry Potter books. And it is... Just make sure I've got nothing in here that's going to fall out. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. As you see, there he is facing the dragon during the Quidditch... not the Quidditch World Cup. The Triwizard Tournament. And there's the Hogwarts staircase. And then on the side it's got Pidgeridoo, which they didn't even include in the movies. That's what annoys me about Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the film. Mainly because they cut so much out of the film that it's important in the book, it's important to the story. Like, they didn't include Winky the house elf. They didn't include the scene where Mr. Weasley, Fred and George and Ron get stuck in the fireplace, and Mr. Weasley had to explode the whole Dursley's living room. I get that it's a movie, they had to keep it within 2 hours, but I would have thought, they would include that sort of thing. Yeah, that just annoyed me about the movie. Now this one, I'm going to give 10 out of 10 because, like I say, it's my favourite Harry Potter book. Obviously it's about when Harry accidentally Harry's name gets put in the Goblet of Fire to compete in the Triwizard Tournament, and somebody obviously is working for Voldemort and wants to kill Harry, and Voldemort does make a reappearance in this book. It's very dark, and this is what sets the tone for the rest of the series of the Harry Potter books. But yeah, I would, like I say, I'll give this book a 10 out of 10. And plus, I have the illustrated edition right here of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I'll just show you. Let's see if I can find an illustrated illustration. Can't find one. Okay, I'll show you Rita Skeeter. There's Rita Skeeter, the annoying reporter. But like I say, this book, Goblet of Fire, is my favourite Harry Potter book. And I always try to reread the Harry Potter books once a year. So yeah, like I say, 10 out of 10 for that book. Now the next book, of course, is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And this book is a little bit tatty, so please excuse that, as it's really, really old, this book. So this is the Order of the Phoenix. Now, this book is probably my fourth favourite book. For those who read it knows what happens. There's a bit in this book that shocked me. I wasn't expected when I first read it. But yeah, I do enjoy this book. I really did. Did enjoy Umbridge very much, because Umbridge makes an appearance in this book. But like I say, it did shock me that a certain character's death happened in this book. Again, this is going into like the dark, you know, towards the build up towards the end of the series. Again, this book probably will be a 10 out of 10. As you can see, it's very thick and it's very long. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book, and I will give it a 10 out of 10. Umbridge is pretty mean in it, like she is in the movies. I think they cast that actress really well to play her. And so yeah, this is Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix. And on the back it's got the statue and that's in the Ministry of Magic. Now the next one is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And I'm pretty sure my brother got me this book when it first came out. So there's Harry, Dumbledore. I think this happened at the lake. This is all starting to go back into Voldemort's past. Why he's after Harry, and they're looking for the Horcruxes. Well, this is a great book, like with all the other books. I'm going to give this one 10 out of 10. Again, like I say, it's starting to get a bit more darker. Again, there's another death in here that really another two deaths that really shocked me. Because since the first book, J.K. Rowling had you questioning Snape's character and why he was like that with Harry. But in this book, you see why he's like that with Harry and his character. And it kind of makes you feel sorry for Snape. I know I felt sorry for Snape reading this book. And so yeah, I'll give this book 10 out of 10. Now the last one, of course, is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Now, as you can see, there's Ron, Harry, and Hermione in the Gringotts Vault. And there's Hogwarts. This book really wraps up the series. Again, I'll give it 10 out of 10, and it really wraps up the series. Do I say it clears everything up? Like, ties everything up, like all the loose ends? No, because there's a couple of loose ends that it didn't really tie up. But this book will really make you sad. I know I choked up a couple of times reading this book, mainly because two people that I like passed away in it. But yeah, Harry Potter and the Goblet, Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows, I would definitely give a 10 out of 10. If for those who have never read any of the Harry Potter books, you should. I mean, they're all great books. I'm just saying this is my personal review of them, and I like them. And this is what started me off collecting Harry Potter stuff. Not just Funko Pops. I do have a whole box full of Harry Potter books, whether it's books, the games, the Lego. I'm like Harry Potter, so this was just a review of all the Harry Potter books, my review of all the Harry Potter books and the rating of them. I will be back very soon with another video. Leave any comments you've got in the comments box below, and I'll be back very soon.